Hey everyone, welcome back for another deep dive. This time, we're going to be looking at something pretty cool, I think, at least, in the world of design education.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that is a new tool from EON Reality.
Okay.
And we've got a press release here all about their EON Creative Simulator, specifically these mission dialogues.
Sounds intriguing.
Yeah, yeah. And we're going to explore, I think, kind of how they're using storytelling in a way to make learning sustainable design more engaging.
Yeah, that's a good approach, right? I mean, people remember stories. They don't necessarily remember facts and figures.
Exactly, yeah. Way more impactful, for sure.
Oh, sure.
So, yeah, so that's going to be our kind of focus today.
Okay, sounds good.
So maybe we can start off with, kind of what is this? Like, what is this EON Creative Simulator?
So what's really interesting is that they're calling it the mission-based EON Creative Simulator now. So it's not just about, kind of learning theory.
Right.
It's really about taking that knowledge and transferring it into something you can actually do. And they're doing that through VR and AR. So really immersive experiences. Yeah. And all of this is supported by AI.
Oh, cool.
So it's really taking things to the next level.
That sounds pretty wild.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess maybe let's take a look at one of these specific scenarios that they've got here. EcoTech Headquarters, designed for tomorrow.
I like the sound of that already.
I know, right? So essentially, you're tasked with designing this net zero corporate headquarters.
Okay, like a passion project.
Yeah, totally. And the CEO of Tech Future, this is like the fictional company, describes it as needing to be like a physical embodiment of our values and mission.
Oh, wow. They're really going all in.
Yeah, yeah. So they're talking about incorporating all these different sustainable elements like mass timber, renewable energy, even, biophilic elements.
I was going to ask about that.
Yeah, yeah.
What are biophilic elements? I mean, I can guess, but...
I think it's that kind of bringing nature indoors, like incorporating natural elements and patterns.
Oh, interesting. Like living walls and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I mean, it's very much putting the learner in this kind of real world scenario, right?
Absolutely. And, this whole mission-based framework that they're using, it actually aligns with a lot of educational research.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we know that narrative, like storytelling and problem-based learning are super effective for helping people develop design skills.
Interesting.
Yeah. So by taking these abstract concepts and putting them into a challenge like this,
right,
it makes the learning so much more relevant and memorable, right?
Totally, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like learning by doing, but it's happening in a virtual world.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Hands-on, but virtual hands.
Virtual hands.
Yeah.
I like that. And they've also, so it's not just the scenario itself, but they've built in, different learning approaches within the simulator, right?
Right.
So they've got like an expert avatar who's like your mentor guiding you as you're making these design choices. And then you run into these decision points where you have to make choices, and you get feedback right away based on sustainable design principles.
So you know if you're on the right track or not.
Yeah, exactly. And the fact that it's immersive too, right? You're in this virtual design studio.
Yeah, that's cool. It really provides context.
Yeah.
I imagine it really makes you feel like you're actually there doing the work.
For sure. And it's not just like you're thrown into this massive project. It's broken down into 5 different design challenges.
Oh, okay.
So you're kind of building your understanding step by step.
I like that, so you don't feel overwhelmed.
Yeah.
And you can kind of master one concept before moving on to the next.
Exactly.
Smart.
Yeah. I'm also kind of curious about, who put all of this together.
Yeah, I'm sure it took a whole team, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds like they had sustainable design experts, architects, even educational psychologists.
Yeah.
And narrative designers all working together.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
If you want to create a truly effective tool like this,
right,
you need expertise from all these different areas.
Yeah.
You need to make sure it's accurate from a design perspective, but also that it's actually pedagogically sound.
Right.
So yeah, I think it's really cool to see all these different fields coming together to make learning better.
Yeah, I agree. So I guess maybe a good question that is okay, so someone goes through this whole experience, right? What actual skills, related to sustainable design will they come out of this with?
Well, you'll be learning a lot about sustainable structural materials, how to choose them,
Okay.
how to integrate renewable energy systems, which is really important.
Yeah.
You'll learn about water conservation strategies, how to implement biophilic design,
Okay.
and also how to integrate smart building technologies.
Gotcha.
So, pretty much all the core skills you need to know.
Yeah, that's great. And it's cool, too, that they're actually, they're tracking how you do, right?
Right. You got to have that feedback loop. Otherwise, how do you know if you're actually learning anything, right?
Totally. So they've got this whole design scoring system. They're evaluating your sustainability performance.
Okay.
They're tracking your approach to the design.
Interesting.
And then they're even kind of assessing, how you're developing your professional design skills.
Oh, wow. That's comprehensive.
Yeah. So, I mean, big picture, it seems like, this EON Creative Simulator offers this really new and exciting way to learn about sustainable design.
Definitely. And I think the key here is that they're using these immersive, story-driven missions to make what could be really complex information much more accessible and impactful for the learner.
For sure. It's like they've gamified learning in a way.
Yeah. And it makes you think, what other fields could benefit from this kind of approach?
Right.
I mean, if you can learn sustainable design this way, what else could you learn?
Totally. So if anyone out there is interested in finding out more.
Yeah, where can they go?
Yeah, definitely check out the EON Reality website. They've got more details there. They've got this mission dialogue document. You can check out their podcast, their spoken blog.
Great resources.
Yeah, really interesting stuff.
Yeah, it's definitely a fascinating look at the future of learning.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thanks for joining me on this deep dive.
It's been a pleasure, as always.
Yeah. Until next time.
See ya.